PlayStation has revealed what is effectively the very first special edition PS5, and it's got me asking and wondering a lot of different questions. Now, if you haven't seen this first special edition, basically PlayStation announced a new program they were doing called PlayStation Playmakers, where the whole idea is they're going to be doing a whole bunch of different collaborations with major celebrities, both in gaming and in other sectors, sports being a really heavy emphasis from the ones they've listed so far. And shortly after that, they revealed what is basically the first special edition PS5 that is a LeBron James design. And the reason why I say it's basically the first special edition system is because it isn't actually a whole system bundle. You're not buying a PS5 and you buy this. Instead, they are releasing a special edition controller and a special edition set of PlayStation 5 covers that you can buy and then attach to your PS5. Which, by the way, lines up really well with what I was hoping to see PlayStation do as far as special edition options go. Because look, getting a whole special edition system is cool, but it's really annoying when you've already invested in a system and you're a big fan of some particular game, franchise, or product, and then they announce a special edition option where you have to spend full price all over again. And so covers are a really cool solution to this, where you just buy one specific accessory that then allows you to customize your system the way you want. So super cool that's happening. I'm really confused that the very first one they're doing, though, is LeBron James. Don't get me wrong, I do think this is actually a cool idea for a collaboration, and I'm really interested in seeing what other kind of celebrity-focused ones they might do in the future. What I'm confused about is that this is the first one. Not LeBron James specifically, but just that any celebrity-focused special edition design is the very first thing we're getting for the PS5. I mean, given all the major IPs that are underneath Sony and what games have been released so far, clearly the concept of doing cover designs has already been out there, and so it's bizarre that we haven't seen any other ones happen just yet. And to be clear, they have done some special edition stuff already, but it hasn't been for the system itself, either as a bundle or selling replacement covers. For instance, both God of War Ragnarok and Hogwarts Legacy got special edition DualSense controller designs, similar to what they're doing with this LeBron James controller, but there was no matching cover options to go with those, which to me feels like a really huge missed opportunity. And I'm not just saying this as someone who would like to buy special edition cover designs, it just seems like something that would be really obviously a good move to do. I mean, PlayStation 4 had so many different special edition designs released over every design model of it, and with the PS5 we have received, well, none. Which was something that made sense to me initially because, well, just getting a PS5 in the first place was such a headache, right? Stock issues were constant, which is also why the whole concept of selling replacement covers was such a neat idea, because it doesn't require you to have to buy a whole new system, it's just adding a new option for people that have already been able to get one. After all, sourcing the plastic to make these covers is probably a little bit easier than all the parts inside of a PS5. Now, of course, just because we haven't had any special edition design plates just yet, doesn't mean that they can't do any in the future, even for games that have already been released. I mean, yeah, sure, God of War Ragnarok has been out for a few months now, but just because they didn't have plates lined up to go alongside its release, doesn't mean there would be no interest for them when they come out. Maybe just a little less hype. And the thing is, there are so many games coming out this year where it would make sense to do something like this, right? I mean, there are multiple first-party titles coming from PlayStation, as well as major third-party titles that are at least PlayStation 5 exclusive at launch. For instance, Final Fantasy XVI, we're just a couple months away from that game coming out, and historically, Square Enix has done a lot of special edition systems with PlayStation, even when games were not exclusive to their platform. Final Fantasy XV had a special edition PS4 Slim. Kingdom Hearts 3 got a special edition PS4 Pro. Before even that, we got two different FF13 special editions for the PS3, both for the original system when the first game came out, and then a slimline system when FF13 2 came out. The precedence is clearly there, and while a full-blown special edition system would be cool, just having cover designs celebrating it would be something I would very much be down to see happen. And then as far as first party goes, while there's still time I think that we could get more reveals for things coming out this year, the one thing that we know for a fact that is happening is the second Spider-Man game, which is something that is ripe for different design options to be released for. I mean, yeah, sure, you could just do a single one celebrating the game's release, but they could easily do a couple different designs for capitalizing on different characters, whether it's doing a Peter Parker design, a Miles Morales design, a Venom design. I mean, there are plenty of options here. And in fact, when the PS5 was first being released, that was the very first special edition that a lot of people were mocking up and teasing, because Miles Morales was the big launch title for the system. And they weren't going to do a special edition design right at launch. That makes sense. But there was clearly interest already being over there. I mean, I remember there being so many shared giveaway posts, partially because the PS5 was just so hard to get a hold of, but they were always emphasizing these special edition designs that weren't actually official things that were real. And really, the concept of cool special editions isn't limited just to celebrating specific games. For instance, there were multiple PlayStation 4 collector's editions celebrating anniversaries, having special designs that harken back to past systems, and there are plenty of options that can be done with the covers for PS5s. Look, the main point I want to make here is the LeBron James thing is cool. I think there's going to be a lot of people that are excited to pick something up like that, but it's really bizarre that we didn't get a franchise-focused special edition cover design first, and there's so many upcoming opportunities where, because we're getting this one that's now been officially revealed, I really hope there's going to be more options like that down the line, because special edition DualSenses are great. Special edition covers for the system itself, though, would be even better. Another thing this makes me really curious about, by the way, is what a mid-cycle refresh for the PS5 might look like, because we've already had lots of rumors about that potentially happening this year, that Sony might be removing a disc model of the system and only offer a slimline digital version that has a separate disc reader you could buy as an attachment, so you can still use discs if you prefer. And if that is something that does happen this year, what does that mean for this cover approach? Are they going to keep using covers? Would this potential new model still have replaceable covers? Would they be the same covers as the current ones, meaning there'd be a similarity in size, or would it just be a third option that is added on later on? Or is a mid-cycle refresh actually further out than we think, and it's not something that's going to happen this year because they're going to keep focusing on releasing the current physical model designs of the PS5 and PS5 all digital, and will push customization through these current covers you can buy? There is just so much potential here, and I would love to see Sony take advantage of it.